Unlock your mind's potential, mastering your thoughts for miracles. In the hustle and bustle of life, our minds are constantly buzzing with thoughts, some positive and others that we may label as negative. But what if we told you that there's no need to identify any thought as negative? It's just a thought, after all. The power it holds over you is entirely in your hands. You have the ability to turn your mind into either a miracle generator or a misery manufacturing machine. The choice is yours. Fear and anger, among other negative emotions, are products of a mind that you may not have taken charge of. These emotions are like the output of a machine left unattended. But the good news is that your mind is not limited to producing fear and anger. It's a versatile tool that can create joy, tranquility, and ecstasy if used correctly. So, how do you break free from the shackles of fear, jealousy, and other negative emotions that plague your mind? The answer lies in understanding the nature of your mind and taking charge of it. Imagine your mind as a powerful computer, with a keyboard that can generate various experiences and emotions. The trouble is, most of us don't know where this keyboard is, so we end up pressing the wrong keys, creating a cacophony of unwanted emotions. To end this suffering, we must first find the keyboard. But how can you find it? How can you avoid anger, fear, and other negative emotions that often grip you? The key is not to avoid them but to stop the production line. You don't have to control the products, emotions, but rather the process itself. It's about redirecting your mind towards producing joy, bliss, and positivity. Your fear and anger are not external entities attacking you, they are responses created within you. When you become angry or fearful, it's an unpleasant experience for you and those around you. In fact, medical science has shown that anger can poison your system. So why continue to poison yourself with negative emotions? The root of the problem is that your mind doesn't always take instructions from you. Instead of being in control, you often find yourself at the mercy of your mind's whims. To change this, you need to take charge of your mind, body, and energies. Sadhana, or spiritual practice, can help you regain control. Rather than seeking external solutions like happiness, peace, or joy, you should focus on understanding and harnessing the power of your mind. The first step is to distance yourself from your mind's constant chatter and identify the observer within you, the true you that exists beyond your thoughts and emotions. Once you establish this distance, you'll realize that thoughts are neither positive nor negative in themselves. What makes them negative is the unconscious way they arise. Your mind is like a sophisticated computer, but it often operates on autopilot. To change its output, you need to understand its mechanics. There's no point in trying to forcefully remove negative thoughts or clinging to positive ones. It's like trying to stop diarrhea by fighting it. Instead, you must create a gap between yourself and your mind. When you do this, suffering ends because you gain control over your physical and mental processes. Life should work in such a way that if you are in a state of well-being, everything around you becomes harmonious. You shouldn't be at the mercy of external circumstances, rather, you should shape your own reality. Lastly, when fear paralyzes you or negative thoughts overwhelm your mind, remember that you're not fighting external entities. You are generating these thoughts and emotions within yourself. By paying attention to the fundamental sense of aliveness within you, you can create a space between you and your mind, thereby ending the suffering caused by your own mental processes. In conclusion, the power to turn your mind into a miracle or a misery machine is in your hands. By understanding your mind's mechanics and establishing a space between you and your thoughts, you can live a life free from the tyranny of negative emotions. Don't label thoughts as negative, see them as just thoughts, and let them flow like a river, knowing that you have the power to navigate their course.